Welcome to the Taking It Outside podcast from Spring Hill Outfitters, the show that connects you with the outdoors, with experts on guns, archery, cooking, outdoor gear, and more. Here's your host, Trent Lassiter.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Taking It Outside inside Spring Hill Outfitters. Glad y'all could join us today. It's been a week since we've seen y'all, and always happy to get back in here and talk to you fine folks. Got a great episode planned today. Can't wait to get into that. Before we do, just a few housekeeping notes as always. You can find the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us. We'll be there waiting for you. YouTube, we mentioned this in the last couple of episodes. We got to get a new YouTube channel. So if you subscribed to the old one, you got to do it to the new one. Just look for Spring Hill Outfitters, NC, or you can search for Taking It Outside, and you can find us there. Don't know quite what happened, but I have an idea what happened. But anyway, we couldn't find us. So new YouTube channel, springhilloutfitters.com. You can shop with us there and find past episodes on there. We're season 6, episode 7, going by fast. And so we've got some great episodes you can find. Listen to some past ones. Last week was the North Carolina Handicap Sportsman. Really cool episode. They do a really cool job across North Carolina with folks who have disabilities and cannot do things themselves without some aid. And that's what they're there for. Really cool group. And so you can listen to last week's episode and learn more about that. Joel Gillie Productions, we thank him for what he does behind the scenes. We always thank Joel, and no different now. So thank you, Joel. Joel Gillie Productions. Since last episode, not much going on other than the Band of Billfish tournament. Ducks Unlimited had a great tournament, and went down to Morehead City. Joel was there and had a chance to get on a sailfish. Due south, we released 4 total sailfish. Didn't win any money, but we had a good time. Real country. Mark and Van and the guys who I fished with deer in Big Rock, they won some money. They got first place non-sonar. So congrats to Team Real Country. Hey, I couldn't be there with them this week, but we had a good time and talked to those guys and had a good time for the Ducks. We're going to get right into it. Introduce our special. We have 2 special guests we're going to introduce. One is a little more talkative than the other one. So we'll start on the far left, my far right. From no stranger to Taking It Outside, a friend of Spring Hill Outfitters here, and always love when he comes, because when he comes, he always brings food.
And we like food.
We like food. Justin from Carolina Packers, Bright Leaf. What's going on, Justin?
How you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, glad you could be here. He was here about a year ago. I think it was right around a year ago this time of year, and
we were also at the Dixie Deer Classic. We did a little
talk on
Yeah.
Dixie Deer Classic. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff with these guys. We talked about it before we started recording, how much we love partnerships and dealing with local folks. And they're Johnson County born and bred here, and excited to deal with them on some stuff in the past and some stuff in the future. We'll talk more about here as we get to talking. But always love talking about food. Before we get talking about food, I had to introduce the other guest. A little bit camera shy today, so I'm not sure how much he's going to say, but we're happy to have Frank. Frank is here with us. And he's listening, and he's got his microphone on. I'm not sure how much he's going to add on to it, but if he ever wants to speak up, he's welcome to go ahead and add in his 2 cents worth. He is, right now, his prime time. He's had a long couple of weeks because summertime is their prime time. It's kind of like us at Christmas. It's Frank's time to shine, and Frank's been kind of ducking these cookouts around here and got to survive. So he's had a busy couple of weeks and months, but he's here with us today.
And
so we're
4th
happy
of July was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's exhausted.
He's just here to kind of just listen in, and he may add in a couple of things.
Yeah, for those listening, it is a hot dog statue.
Yeah,
It's a red hot dog statue.
I forgot. Some people may not watch on YouTube. You're like, what is this guy talking? Who's Frank and what is he?
Why is he being weird?
Yeah, that's a good reason to look at our YouTube channel, and
There
you
you
can
go.
actually watch the video of Frank, the hot dog statue, the kind of the mascot, I guess, behind Bright Leaf and Carolina Packers. And he is here hanging out with his American flag and his ketchup and mustard, and he's got his little headphones on, and we'll take a picture and post it. But anyway.
Yeah,
cool.
we do a lot of events. We bring Frank with us everywhere we go.
Yeah.
People tend to love him, take pictures with him, and we brought him to Dixie Deer Classic, too, as well. So,
Yep, he's a hit.
yeah.
All right, man, we're talking about this being y'all's prime time of the year. I know you and I spoke. We've been trying to do this the last couple of weeks, and y'all just been wide open. I know, man. It's Carolina Packers. Before we get into, I guess, the bread and hot dog and bread of the whole podcast, Carolina Packers. We're here about a year ago. I don't want to rehash the whole conversation about the history of the company, and that really good episode. Check it out. I think it was season 5, episode 5 or 6 with Carolina Packers. But Johnson County, born and bred, y'all were celebrating a birthday.
We are, yeah.
85 years.
Yeah, 85 years. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Been making these hot dogs right here.
Red hot
85
dogs.
years.
Nothing much has changed about them over the last 85 years.
Still made fresh and local, beef and pork. Same unique blend of seasoning. I can't reveal quite what it is, but it just tastes good.
Yeah, it's hard to find that. We love our friends over at Parker's Barbecue. They are going to be at the Southern Outdoor Classic, which I'll talk more about it here in a little bit too. But Parker's, everybody loves Parker's Barbecue, and they're not Johnson County, but they're not far across the county line, so we like them too. And that's the thing about their restaurant; it's pretty much the same as it was when they first started, however many years ago. They're inside the restaurant, the actual restaurant, but their food, the menu, the waiters, their concept, the whole thing with Parker's is very similar to Brightleaf and Carolina Packers. It ain't changed a whole lot because if it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
Exactly.
And those red hot dogs sure are good. Kind of what they're known for. They got a lot of other things we'll talk about they make too. But red hot dogs, I was telling him a while ago, the great thing about the red hot dog is you can't really mess it up. Now, I tried hard enough. I probably could mess it up. But the bag of hot dogs he's got here, if you're not watching on YouTube, is there, I guess, about 20. That's like a 20 count bag,
Yeah,
right?
so we got a 1 pound bag and a 2 pound bag, and our 1 pound has 10 and 2 pound about 20 links. Yep.
And you can just pull them out of the refrigerator and eat one. You can put it on the grill and warm it up a little bit. You can blacken that son of a gun. We had them here for the July 4th, the day before July 4th.
Yeah.
The 3rd here, and the other Miss Haley downstairs was, she said she doesn't eat a lot of hot dogs because of dietary. She's got some stuff, going on. But she said, I'm going to eat one today, but if I eat it, it's got to be black. I said, well, that's going to tear my heart up. I don't really know how to cook them black, but I did, and it was good. She enjoyed it.
Hey, as long as it's Brightleaf, we're good. There's no wrong way to eat them, no wrong way to cook them.
I refuse to eat anything else other than Brightleaf.
Well, let's go. Thank you.
So 85 years would have put y'all starting in what year? 1941?
So 1941 officially established, but we started in 1939. Had to change the company name because there's already a company called Carolina Packing Incorporated. So then we changed it to Carolina Packers Incorporated in 1941.
Okay.
So it's official established date. 85 years, still making these hot dogs. We believe in tradition, doing it the old-fashioned way, staying true to our roots.
Right there in Smithfield, the building y'all were in now is where it started back in the 40s.
So where we are now is where we started. We're still a local company. I guess you want me to kind of share the history of it? Okay.
Thank you.
So we originally started, tobacco was king way back then. Still tobacco grown today. But in the off season, the farmers needed a place to bring their livestock. And so Mr. Jones and a couple area businessmen started Carolina Packers in Smithfield, North Carolina. So they took the livestock over there. We made the hot dog sausage that you find today in the grocery stores. And it all started with tobacco and agriculture. I mean, it's crazy how that just came to be. And us being there and creating this company in this rural area was really something new, something big. So we're just, excited to be part of that.
Yeah, it's amazing the history of how it's. Like I said, I won't go through the whole, but the history of how it got started is really cool back in the day, like with the farmers and bringing their stuff in there. I will say Brightleaf. You hear us talk about Brightleaf and Carolina Packers, and sometimes it's even confusing for me. I know the story, still get confused, but Carolina Packers, we all call them Carolina Packers hot dogs. The bag says Brightleaf. Explain the difference and what's the Carolina Packers and Brightleaf relationship?
Sure. So as long as you're eating our hot dogs, we're good. You can call them whatever you want. But the actual company is Carolina Packers, and then we make Brightleaf brand hot dogs.
Okay.
So if you see them in the grocery store, you're going to see our Brightleaf brand logo on them. But, it also says Carolina Packers on the bag.
So if you say you drive a Chevrolet truck or you drive a Silverado truck, you're still driving the same thing. Kind of the same. If you're eating a Brightleaf hot dog or a Carolina Packers hot dog, you're kind of eating the same thing.
Correct. Actually, I saw a funny post the other day. Someone wrote, "Do you like Carolina Packers or Brightleaf hot dogs better?" just as a joke.
Yes.
But most people know they're the same thing. But it just depends how they word it when they're eating the hot dog. So
yeah, that's you go to the grocery store, always Carolina Packers, and we talk about, and it's funny. Ms. Haley just mentioned how that's the only thing she eats is Carolina Packers. I think a lot of people tried and true in this area probably have the same mindset. But the red hot dogs, it's that's the only option we really have here in our minds. Now you venture out of this little area, and people don't have a clue what a red hot dog is. Maybe you're listening to us from Virginia or wherever you may be, even in North Carolina, certain places. But it is a regional thing. But I feel like that as people learn about the red hot dogs, for example, I was talking about Miss Ashley, who used to work here and now lives in Texas. And whenever she comes back, she stocks up with boxes and cases of these 100 count Red Hot Dogs. So she's out in Texas now sharing the word, spreading the word of Carolina Packers hot dogs to people who don't know about it, who've been less fortunate than us here in Johnston County. But
yeah, I would say, Red Hot Dog's part of the culture here, right?
Yep.
It's just something you ate growing up, something that you like. And, a lot of people that aren't from here and come here see the Red Hot Dog and they're like, what's going on? You know, why is it red? But that's one of the reasons why we do shows like the Dixie Deer Classic. Go there, people try them, and they're like, oh, wow, where can I get these? Then we tell them, which grocery store they can go to and things like that. I mean, it's really cool. Like I said, it's part of the culture here. Just when we go to the events and just talk to our fans and our customers and hear their stories and say, hey, I love these hot dogs. I grew up on them. I don't need anything else. I mean, it means a lot to us. We wouldn't be here 85 years without our customers. So
one thing I just thought about too, that's not on my outline. I was having this conversation a week ago with somebody. They were having some kind of fundraiser, and they were talking about, tell them who I was talking to now. But anyway, doing a fundraiser for some group of some sort, and Carolina Packers had donated a case of hot dogs and some chili, I think, for this.
The Wounded Warriors.
It was
or
the
not
last
Wounded
podcast
Warriors.
we did, the Handicapped Sportsman. This is a week ago.
Not
last
Wounded
podcast.
Warriors.
Yeah, North Carolina Handicapped Sportsman. Talking about the help. That's one thing that these guys have done forever. And I've met Mr. Kent forever ago through Ducks Unlimited, and this doesn't mean everybody just call Carolina Packers tomorrow wanting a free box of hot dogs, but there's a lot of good church groups, fundraisers, nonprofits, good causes, in this area, and Carolina Packers does a really good job. The importance of community, and they've been here, like you said, 85 years in this community, but they do a really good job of helping a lot of people who need help.
Yeah, we'll say, our community is important to us. Like you said, we've been here 85 years, our neighbors and Johnston County, and even outside of that. We have a great fundraising program. Like if you need to get some hot dogs for your school to raise some money, or you have a church event going on, we can give you a discounted rate. So we're more than happy to help y'all out.
Yes, a lot of those relationships. You go to like the New Wilson Warbirds, the little team. That's how y'all partner with them.
Yep.
A lot of ballparks, I guess. How about Durham? I mean, you back to Durham? Do y'all have? I don't even know Durham, the Bulls.
So we were there.
Okay, not now.
Not any longer.
Okay,
but we're with the Wilson Warbirds. It's their inaugural season, their first season.
Yeah,
beautiful ballpark. Have you guys been out there yet?
I need to go. I need to go.
You got to check it out. It's real nice. I mean, when you're looking into the outfield, you can see the whirly gigs.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
They got a cool mascot named Wilt because, Wilson.
Yeah.
But they got our hot dogs out there, and they got jumbo dogs.
Ooh.
So 5 to 1, big hot dogs, man.
There, y'all make those?
Yep.
Dang. I knew y'all had the foot long, the long, 12-inch.
Yeah.
We need to take a
Go to the
store trip.
company trip. Try out this old jumbo dog at the Wilson Warbirds.
And go on out. We're the official hot dog, by the way.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
But those relationships are very important, and which is really cool how you see them in a lot of these venues, all your high school, local parks and rec, baseball games on Friday night. You're going to go to a T-ball game and get a hot dog. It's going to be their hot
What
dog.
I always think is so funny is when you get your marriage license at the Johnston County Courthouse, you get a coupon to get a free pack of Carolina Packers hot dogs too.
That is true. That's another thing we're doing. So if y'all get a marriage license from the Johnston County Courthouse, you can come on over to our country store in Smithfield, which is like 5 minutes down the road from there, and get a free pack of hot dogs. And the main idea is as your first dinner as a couple, needs to be broadleaf hot dogs. Come on, I mean, that's
And if
tradition.
that ain't Johnston County for you, I don't know what is.
Great way to start out,
That is funny.
It's something to celebrate. So
Not many places, I don't think you could probably go get the marriage license and a free pack of hot dogs.
there you go. I love that.
That's a staple here in Johnson County. So red hot dogs. So the hot dog, obviously, just the red color comes from food coloring we talked about before, right?
Yeah. So I mean, so it's just food coloring. That's what makes it red. Originally, Mr. Jones decided to go with a red hot dog just to stand out in the marketplace. I mean, if you go to the grocery store now, I mean, all the hot dogs are brown, except the select red ones. We are the original red hot dog of North Carolina.
There you go.
So we brought that here. And then, of course,
NC State.
That too.
Roll pack.
Well, and I know the way the hot dog is made is different. I mean, it's not just the color; it's different. The taste of the hot dog is if you close your eyes, it really does taste a bit different and better and different than a lot of the brown hot dogs and other all beef and other things they have at the grocery store. So.
Yeah, so I think one of the things we do differently is we still make it the old-fashioned way, which I originally brought up. What I mean by that is we make it fresh on Monday. It's sitting on grocery store shelves on Wednesday. So it's that fresh of a product. And it's made with beef and pork. And that pork gives it a little bit of a sweet taste. So it's a really good combination there.
And being one of the top pork producing states in the country, it's pretty good to use our product there.
There you go.
Yeah, I told them I was worried when we first started recording this episode. I was going to get hungry, and it's happening.
We say that every time that we've got to stop recording podcasts in the morning when we haven't ate, but
Yeah,
this is a great podcast
Come
to
in right
get
after
hungry
lunch.
after.
Yeah, start doing these after lunch instead of before lunch. You mentioned a while ago about where you can find the red hot dogs. And I know y'all, I don't know if you have an exact number, but every grocery store around here has them.
Yeah, so I would say we're in a lot of grocery stores. We have a big footprint in North Carolina, probably from Lenore to the coast. You can find our hot dogs and our other products anywhere from Walmart, Food Line, Carly C's, Piggly Wiggly, Fresh Foods, and even more grocery stores. I mean, the best thing to do is just go to findbrightleaf.com,
Okay.
drop in your zip code or your town, and then it'll show you all the stores and even all the restaurants that have our products there. So
You mentioned about how busy y'all been. I'm sure, I mean, compared to years past, obviously not talking numbers, but I mean, July 4th is kind of the prime summertime around here. Everybody's cooking. Yeah, and we have a tradition here. Like I said, the last day before we close for the 4th, we cook red hot dogs, Bright Leaf, Carolina Packers hot dogs, and grilled corn on the Kamado Joe grill. That's kind of what we do here, and did that this year as well. But y'all been pretty wide open the last couple of 3 weeks, I guess.
yeah, I mean, it's hot dog season. It's grillin' season. So from Memorial Day to Labor Day, I mean, it's full steam ahead. And especially you mentioned the 4th of July. You know, it's America's birthday, but it's also National Hot Dog Day, I guess, too, as well, even though there's another National Hot Dog Day. But, yeah, man, we're just so thankful for the amount of customers that ate our hot dogs on the 4th of July. I mean, it means a lot to us. I mean, a lot of hot dogs went out. So
We brought this up a few
time for us.
podcasts ago.
Yeah.
What do you think is the roundabout number of hot dogs consumed on 4th of July?
Oh, man. I mean, it's a lot. I'll just leave it at that. I mean, it's a whole lot.
It's crazy.
From what I see from that plant to being delivered by the trucks,
yeah.
I mean, it's a whole lot going to the grocery stores. So.
You talking about changing somebody's life. Can you imagine if Joey Chestnut ate Bright Leaf instead of Nathan's hot dogs? Like, he eats, 66 Nathan's hot dogs in that little competition on July. If he had the opportunity to eat 66 Carolina, he'd probably eat 166.
Yeah, there you
yeah.
go,
He'd
man.
probably eat over 100 of them.
He'd
said
break
like
new
world,
records.
Yeah, it'd be like, this
New
is
records.
delicious. He'd probably, the timer would stop, and he'd be like, I'm just going to keep eating because they're so good.
Or he might slow down and be like, I might actually enjoy
gonna
I need to
enjoy
enjoy
this.
this.
They only eat 20.
Savor it.
Yeah, take
That's
my
a good
time
point.
with
Yeah,
it.
it's like, you know what? I'm going to give it up this year. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my red hot dogs. Yeah, that's a good point, too. We got to get Joey Chestnut. We did that 3 years ago. We did that at the farm way back when. Had a hot dog eating contest. This is where the 4th failed, kind of just a screwy time. And I was like, man, we had some people talk about it and did a hot dog eating contest. And I need to bring it back. It was really cool, a lot of fun. I will say pretty much everybody but one person that was involved, they were not professionals. They were local people who really appreciated the red hot dog. And then we had a professional who slid in there, and he won. He was really good. Everybody enjoyed it. But the guys, buddies of mine and local folks that were in it, they were used to eating, 4, 5, 6 at a cookout, but not used to eating 20 in a certain amount of time.
How many of that professionally?
I forgot. I mean, I knew you were about to ask me. I want to say it was close to. I need to look back at this Facebook where I got those numbers, but it was quite a few. I had the other local folks; they were good for about 7 or 8, I think.
Okay.
And the professional, I want to say it was 20, 22 or something.
I could not do that.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he came in with a plan, and he executed his plan very good.
I think I could do maybe 6, 7, probably about there.
Yeah, we've had that conversation before. I mean, eat a couple of them. I'm talking bun and everything. 2 or 3 is really no problem.
I was about to say, I'm good for 3.
Yeah, without even trying 2 or 3. If you try 4, 5, 6, I think I could probably make it work. But I don't know if I had to sit down and eat.
It's just the bread. It's just like a bun and the dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 then.
Well, when you go to a restaurant, what's your go-to amount of hot dogs you get? Like how many? Do you
3.
get?
3 hot dogs.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
So, and that's with mustard, ketchup, and chili. So maybe I could squeeze 4 or 5 in.
Okay.
It'd be tough.
While we're on that, about what you're putting on the hot dogs, what's the go-to? I know we had this debate before about what all the way means, and I think there's some discrepancy on what that all the way in your mind is. Well, you're the hot dog expert.
Yeah.
What's all the way mean?
I mean, I work for a company that's the expert. I don't know if I'm necessarily the expert, but I think it depends where you grow up in North Carolina. I mean, if you go to a restaurant here versus somewhere else, all the way might be different. I mean, I hear everything from ketchup, mustard, chili, slaw, and onions to mustard, chili, and onions. I mean, I think it really depends on the place.
Yeah, people say ketchup is not a staple.
Yeah.
I always thought all the way to me when I grew up working at the Pine Level Parks and Recreation concession stand, all the way was mustard, ketchup, chili, and onions.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
That too. Yeah.
Slaw is kind of one of those sleeper toppings. My dad, if you're going to cook at a cookout, you better have a can of chili. You better have some chili of some kind.
Yeah.
For his hot dog. He ain't eat a hot dog without chili. Now, me, if I'm cooking at a tailgate or somewhere at the store, it's a lot easier, obviously, not to cook chili because you're just, but he's got to have chili on his hot dog.
Yeah, I mean, my go-to is mustard, chili, slaw. That's just what I always get. And if I'm cooking at home, I'll either get slaw from White Swan. I mean, they got good slaw over there, or Jones's Cafe in downtown Clayton has some good slaw too as well. So
yeah, I've always bring up this, and I feel like I'm very controversial, but mayonnaise for me is one of my staples. Mayonnaise.
Really?
Fuzz's, Frank's. Chris's little boy Fuzz there had a little hot dog cart there for a while, and
is he still doing it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they stopped doing that. So they always, when they cooked at an event that I was going to be present, they would go and bring a couple of packs and have it in the cooler of mayonnaise. Didn't have it out there because I don't think a lot of people like mayonnaise, but mayonnaise and ketchup, mustard. Didn't like young onions growing up. I never ate onions at all, but the older I got, raw onions, cooked onions, I could eat onions on a hot dog.
Okay.
Yeah, relish. There's all kinds of options you can put on a hot dog. I will say we mentioned this before too. Speaking of Stacy from Frog Togs earlier today about something else, but Stacy was at the house one night for an event. We talked about this last year on the podcast, but that hot dog bar, I mentioned this again, give Stacy a shout out for bringing this up to my attention. The hot dog bar was really a cool concept, and it was all these crazy toppings that, I never had cheese on a hot dog, or maybe never had mayonnaise on a hot dog, but I mean, it was like really far-fetched, like Fritos and like shredded cheese, different cheddar, like different kinds of stuff, but you would cook a bunch of hot dogs, put them in buns, and then cut everything in half. So if you wanted to try half a hot dog with some kind of funky new topping, it was a great time to kind of experiment with it. Yeah. So if you have a big group of people at your house this summer, maybe Labor Day weekend, you're shooting doves and grilling some hot dogs, highly recommend doing the hot dog bar and just trying some crazy toppings.
I think we need a hot dog bar here soon. We haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, it's really good. Need to try that again. But yeah, it's a good opportunity to try new stuff.
Did you see the collab we did with the Port Council? Did y'all catch that?
I don't know if I did or not.
So we did, I think, about a 4 or 5 hot dog flight.
Ooh.
I didn't see
And we
that.
did different kinds of toppings.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everything from like a taco one, which was like sour cream. Before this whole lettuce thing happened.
Yeah.
Lettuce, cheese.
Back in the day when we
Back
could eat
in the
lettuce.
day when we could eat it.
Back in the day, and taco sauce
Ooh.
and chili. And surprisingly, that was really good. I did not expect that to be good.
That's been like some of the toppings for like the taco, or for the hot dog bar.
Yeah, that's
You can make like a little taco one.
Yeah.
I did that and it was so good.
yeah.
And then we also did barbecue one, which was mac and cheese, pulled pork, barbecue sauce. I mean, that was really
Well, we got all these people, these food critics on social media around here now, and I've follow them. I see y'all do some stuff with those guys, and I think there's a place over there that's got a little cheeseburger, that little restaurant there by y'all's place. It's got a cheeseburger with a hot dog on it, like a cut up hot dog on a cheeseburger, whatever they call it.
Oh,
That
yeah, the Kitchen of Oz.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't ever think about doing that kind of stuff until you try it. And you're like, okay, well, so the hot dog bar is a good opportunity, and I can share what we did at the one that Stacy had. But try to experiment with it. Maybe you don't like it, and you don't want to ever do it again. Or maybe you do like it, and you're like, I want to start doing taco dogs because it's really good.
If y'all do it, tag us on social media.
Yeah.
We want to check it out.
Yeah, these guys do really good on social media too. But whenever you use their product, make sure you tag them on your Instagram and the Facebook, and they do the TikTok and everything else too. So social media is they got some really cool stuff. They, like I said, they work with a lot of local people doing stuff on social media. So check them out on that too. Red hot dogs. We've talked a lot about. Anything else you want to talk about on red hot dogs before we switch over to something else?
I do have one funny story.
Okay.
This was when I first started playing like ball and I was traveling, and I remember going up to a concession stand in Greenville and ordering a hot dog, and they gave me a brown hot dog, and I was like, what is this? Like, this is not what I ordered. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, hot dogs are red. Like, I've never seen
didn't know
anything
what it
other
was.
than a red hot dog. And they're like, we don't have red hot dogs here. And I was like, that's a shame because I'm not eating that.
Oh no.
Yeah, we take it for granted. And I may have told the story before, but we had that Pirate Classic that time. And the same kind of thing. Chip, one of our sales reps, I had the grill, and Chip's like, well, I can get some hot dogs and put on the grill. Food Line's 2 miles down the road. I said, cool. So we went, came back. Grill was lit, and I opened the Food Line bag, and I was like, dude, you got to get back to Food Line. and Chip's not from here. Chip's from like Knoxville, I think, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And he said, what do you mean? I said, just you got to get back. And everybody that was around me was on my side because, you know, people from local folks. And so he went back to Food Line and came back with the correct kind of hot dogs.
Yeah.
He didn't get them the first time.
Yeah, so Red Hot Dog is very popular in Eastern North Carolina, but you know we're expanding. It's growing. We actually just got in 50+ stores in South Carolina.
Oh, wow,
So people can
good.
go into KJ's, IGA's down there, get our hot dogs, get our bologna, and I think we mentioned this before in the last podcast. We can also ship nationwide.
Okay.
So if y'all leave here and you move to a different state and you realize, oh no, Brightleaf is not in your grocery store, we can ship it to your house.
That's
So,
awesome.
We see that a lot. Redneck Barbecue Labs, a Johnson County restaurant place of really popular place here in town. And we see a lot of people on our website purchasing their barbecue sauce, their red label sauce, which is delicious all around the country. And a lot of those are people who've been traveling through from here, moved from here, came, visited friends. And we have friends that used to work here that live in Georgia, and they don't have the opportunity to buy in the stores around there, so they buy it online or whenever they come here, rack up on, stock up on some. So, yep, have it shipped right to your house. Not only can you buy their red hot dogs, which are famous worldwide known for, they have a lot of other stuff too that I want to talk about because sometimes people may just know Carolina Packers as they make the red hot dogs, but after you kind of start doing some digging and you go to the grocery store, y'all have a lot of other stuff.
we do. We actually make a lot of things. We have Red Hots, which are like our hot dogs, but they're shorter, fatter, crushed red pepper.
Got a little kick to them.
Got a
I
little
did those
kick, yep.
here the other day, a few Saturdays ago. I did some, they wanted some brats. I did brats, hot dogs, and red hots. And the red hots, I got them and just dipped them in some mustard.
Yes, that's what you need.
Man.
That's when I'm against the ketchup with it. Red hots and just mustard.
Red hots and
There
mustard
you
are
go.
good. So
Do you
check
wing
out
it and
Red
fry
Hots.
it, or how do you cook it?
Just throwing it on the grill.
Yeah, that's
Straight
what we
up?
did. Put them on
Yeah.
the grill here.
Okay.
So beside red hots, I will say one thing I didn't realize until a little while back. Maybe last year we did that tailgate with them over at a football game here in town, and the smoked sausage is something that you may not know, and it's kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, it's cooked. It's pre-cooked, kind of like everything else, I guess, but it's in the package, and you just really warm it up, throw it on the grill, put some grill marks on it. We did that day, and that's right. You were out there cooking, and those things, man, they were good.
Yeah, so we call it our best kept secret. We don't want it to be a secret, but a lot of people when they go to the grocery store, you know, just go for our hot dogs. They don't realize we have other things. But we bring the smoked sausage when we do shows like the Dixie Deer Classic. We'll sample it and they'll be like, wow, this is a really good product. I know y'all made this. And we actually have a smokehouse at our plant in Smithfield where we smoke it right there with real hickory hardwood chips. It's 100% pork. It's got natural casing, so it's got a nice snap to it, and it's real good.
That's our go-to breakfast at the Dixie Deer Classic. We'll get there in the morning. And we're like, we gotta go get some sausage from Carolina Packers.
There you go.
Sausage is good. You mentioned a while ago, or I mentioned about chili. Y'all have your own chili.
Of course, you got a hot dog, you got to have some chili with
Gotta
it. So
have
we have a
chili.
good chili that complements it. We do.
And there, it's like in a white pimento. I call it pimento cheese container.
Yeah, it
but
looks like a
white
slaw
plastic.
container.
Yeah, so if you go to your local Food Line or IGA or Piggly Wiggly, wherever you go,
Yeah.
if you're in the area, it's in a little white tub looking thing.
Yeah, it's in a 10-ounce little white container, normally on the shelf. You can see the bright leaf label on top. You pretty much just heat in the pan for like about 10 minutes and you're ready to go. So.
And it's so good.
Yeah. Let's see, same kind of container as the chili, I think, is the barbecue. Don't make
Correct.
barbecue pork.
Yeah, so we actually partnered with Hershey's Barbecue in Burlington to make some barbecue. They're in the Barbecue Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And it's real good. You just put it in a pan as well for a few minutes, slap it on a bun, maybe with some slaw. I mean, it tastes just like you went to a barbecue restaurant. It's really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Bacon. I use the bacon a lot. Sliced bacon.
Yeah.
If you want to cook some bacon, I like to do this time of year for an appetizer on the Kamado Joe, but some jalapeno poppers.
Oh, yeah.
If it's a Labor Day weekend, maybe some Dove poppers, but you got to wrap all that stuff in bacon.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they're
Bacon makes
bacon.
everything taste better.
Oh yeah.
bacon is really good. So you got to check out the bacon. One thing relatively new, I think, the last year or two is the jerky.
Sure. Yeah,
Beef
we got
jerky.
beef jerky now.
And
we do.
I love it. After you got that jerky the last time and left it here, I ate that in like 2 seconds.
So good.
Yeah, we got original flavored, which is just a smokehouse, and then we got teriyaki, which is sweet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
good.
check out the jerky. Is that everything that I can think? What else? I know we got the one thing we got to save for the
Yeah.
end, but-
So we have a breakfast sausage. That's
Okay.
really good. Link and bulk. You know, put it in a pan as well. It's good for breakfast.
There you go.
With eggs. Trying to make sure we cover everything.
I think that's everything I can think of. You know more about it than I do. I know, but
I'm sure I'm missing something. You
What
can
is-
also see our full line of products on our website.
Yeah.
CarolinaPackers.com. But let's see, we did hot dogs, red hots, smoked sausage, fresh sausage, bacon, barbecue, beef jerky. Yeah, just about covers everything.
and the last thing, of course, that is one of I said last year and we talked. One of my favorites that is a sleeper. I think it's not a sleeper too much anymore, but is bologna.
Yes, yes.
Bologna, and we talked the last episode. We actually cooked. We were able to sample some and had a little cooking operation up here and made some bologna. So you have options. So if you look at their bologna in the grocery store, you have what I call regular thin cut. You're like I say Oscar Mayer, but like what you're used to seeing in bologna, like the little thin sliced pieces of bologna. My favorite is the thick cut. So there's 4 pieces in a container. If you're looking on YouTube, he's got the packages here. Packages all the rest of the bologna on the shelf, but you got that thick. I think it's called grilling bologna or something, but perfect to grill with.
bologna.
And you got thin cut, and you got thick cut, and then you have a hot still too, right?
We do, yeah. So we got hot and spicy too as well.
Hot and spicy.
Fresh red pepper in it, yeah.
And then on top of all that, you also have the bologna stick,
We do.
bologna log, bologna whatever you want to call it, like a big old honky tonk chunk of big old chunk of bologna. And so if you're in the bologna line, and I feel like bologna doesn't get the love that it deserves. I think people feel like that's what poor people eat. Because they think it's like spam meat, treat meat. People are like, man, we grew up on hard times. We ate bologna. Heck, I don't care how you grew up. Bologna is delicious. I don't care how much your family has or doesn't have. So I am a big fan of the bologna and the grill. And if you want to do, like I said, I like the thick cut on Saturday around here. And I'll tell you one thing I did a couple of weeks ago. I cooked is I added, I had it back there, a bottle of our steak it outside seasoning. And I was like, man, this bologna's already kind of a little, not too salty, but it's got some seasoning kind of in the bologna. But I was like, well, this seasoning's sitting here. I don't want to put too much on it, but I'm going to just cut a little bit of steak it outside. And that, man, was really good. Really good. Steak it
Tell you
outside.
what, your seasoning is pretty good, man. I put it on some 3-pound sticks.
Yeah, steaks, vegetables, all that stuff. But the bologna, and then right before I get it off, I put a little slab of cheese on there. I personally do a little cheddar and
He puts a
Colby
big
Jack.
slab of cheese on it.
Colby Jack and some cheddar cheese, and then some loaf bread with some mayonnaise and lettuce and tomatoes. If you want to take a roll gamble with the lettuce, I guess that's a whole separate conversation. But a little salt and pepper and man, it's good.
Yeah, if he cooks bologna sandwiches for the store, I have to ask for no cheese because it's a lot of cheese on it.
I love cheese too. I don't think you can go wrong with cheese, honestly.
Yeah, and then the bologna, I mentioned the bologna log or stick or whatever. What's the official? What do y'all call it?
We call it a 3-pound stick, but there's
Stick.
a lot of different names.
Bologna
Rolls,
stick.
logs, chubs.
Yeah, I like Chubb's a good one too.
Yeah.
But it's a big old hunk of bologna, and you can do all kinds of stuff with it. A lot of people would smoke it really kind of low, like a piece of brisket or pork butt or something, real low and slow. That's when you would season that up outside, get it some good seasoning on there, some mustard, and I'll put it on the grill. And then when you get it off, you can do whatever you want to with it. You can slice it thin, slice it thick, do cubes, do the bologna burn-ins, which y'all have done a lot on social media, some videos with that, and using some barbecue sauce. Man, those things are good too. All kinds of options with the bologna. So last year was really cool. Right before we did this episode in season 5, towards the end, we talked about this bologna cook-off competition, which was the first one I've ever heard of anywhere. So they started that last year. I really enjoyed that. They had 10 teams, I think, and nobody out there. The good thing about that kind of cook, if you have like a whole hog contest, you're going to see somebody roll up and be like, God, he's really good at whole hog cooking. He knows what he's been doing this for 20 years. The good thing about the bologna cook-off, there ain't want nobody that was an expert out there because it was something kind of new. Now, people have been practicing, and some people had different plans, and y'all left it kind of broad on what you had to submit to the judges. But that was really cool, me being the bologna fan. A lot of local folks. There were some competitive folks out there, but kind of a one-day thing, and everybody cooked and submitted their plate to the judges.
Yeah.
And I happened to be in there, in and out of that process, and you saw a wide variety of different things that people did, and it was really cool. And so y'all, that was such a big hit. What's the plan? What do y'all want to talk about? Let's hear it.
Yeah, so like Trent said, last year we did a bologna barbecue competition.
Yep.
Had about 10 teams come out to the farm, 95 in Selma. Had a great time, a lot of creative turn-ins. So we thought, why not? Let's do it again.
Heck yeah.
But let's make it bigger.
Heck yeah. Because that made Trent gets more bologna than
Yeah.
There's 100 teams.
Yeah, I want to be a part of this.
Just if you submit some, make sure there's no cheese on it.
Yeah.
Save cheese off for her.
You get points deducted for that.
So y'all were doing it again this year.
Yes, we partnered with Spring Hill. We're going to do it again. September 19th.
You're hearing it here first. September 19th.
Yeah.
Mark those calendars.
Put on your calendar. Make sure you're not traveling anywhere. Putting on the 2026 Bologna Barbecue Championship is what we're calling it. And you get to pick from 4 different kinds of bologna. So it's anything bright leaf bologna, but we also make Curtis bologna, so you can pick from that too as well.
But they have, you're going to expand it from 10 teams to 20 teams this year. Again, if you're not watching this on YouTube, you need to watch. Got the pictures of what the old chub, the bologna chubs look like that you get to choose from. You get to pick what flavor you want, which one you want, and then you prepare it, season it however you want to, unpackage it that day, and you cook it, and then they're going to have, and when they can register, you can register now, right? You can go to the website.
Yeah, so like I said before, Carolina Packers is the company. You know, we make bright leaf products, but we also make Curtis products. So you're able to pick from 4 different kinds of bologna, original bright leaf bologna, and then bright leaf hot and spicy, Curtis regular, and Curtis hot and spicy. Now, bright leaf has more beef, and then Curtis has more pork. So it really depends what's more important for y'all. But yes, if y'all are interested in competing in this competition, you can go to smokingbologna.com. And like Trent said, there's limited spots, and once they're full. So go on there, just fill it out, drop your name and your team in there, and then you can compete. It's
really cool. Everybody gets like a 20 by 20 space, I think it is, out kind of behind the farm at 95. So it's right here across the road from Spring Hill Outfitters. The judges were inside last year, and there's pretty much the teams come that morning, and they set up your little space out there, and then you have a turn-in time, and they go over all the rules with everybody. You pick your bologna, your selection of what you want that day, and then turn-in time, you have a package to take inside for the judges, and really cool competition. It's not like it's like I said. If you think you can come and have what it takes to come, there's nobody that's a 10-time state bologna champion that's going to be here, because there's no such a thing as that.
So we have a winner last year, Kyle Wilkerson. He wants to come back and try to repeat again,
defend his title.
So if y'all think you could take his title, come on. Like Trent said, you take a stick bologna, score it, put rub, seasoning on it any way you want. We are doing an anything bologna. It's not just an anything sandwich like we did last year, so we're changing it up a little bit. So, I mean, you could turn in egg rolls, you could turn in chili, you could turn in tacos, whatever it is. But the main thing is the bologna needs to be the hero, the main character. So if you have other protein in your submission, you need to have more bologna than anything else.
Yeah, we talked about that last year. You know, it was a wide variety of people that had turned in some things, and bologna was in everything. But this year, you got to make sure bologna is the star of the show. You can have other stuff in it, but the bologna's got to be the main focus. I think it's a good addition to have for this year. So yeah, and you can, if you register now, and then you've got approximately, let's say, a little under 2 months before the competition. So you have time to go to your local grocery store, pick up some of the product, and then start practicing with it and playing with different things. Get your friends and family over to the house on the weekends. Got about 8 weekends left, and you can start practicing and see. And like I said, last year was really cool walking around. Everybody had little different approaches on what they were doing, but really good turnout last year for the first year, and this year's going to be even bigger. So
yeah, I mean, it was a good time. I mean, really good sense of community, I'd say. Barbecue lovers, guys, chilling, hanging out. Girls too as well were out there.
Chili water. Was that chili water?
Chili water was out there.
The good thing about the cooking competitions, I will mention my experience that day, but also when we've had them here at the store, the competition is cooking bologna. But these guys and girls who love to cook, they're going to be cooking they were cooking all breakfast.
Yes.
Had sausage, had wings, had all kinds of stuff. They cooked all during the day, but of course the competition was for bologna.
Yeah, we're all cooking breakfast for each other. Like, hey, you want a red hot sandwich? Here you go. I guess the important thing is, we're providing lunch for free.
That's right.
So we'll have hot dogs, we'll have smoked sausage out there. So while y'all are cooking bologna, we'll provide lunch. On top of that, we have some great prizes.
Yeah.
Yeti is providing this 48-inch Rescue Red cooler right here as a prize, and then Kamado Joe Jr. Too as well, right?
Yeah, two of our great partners here at the store stepped up, and they helped out some last year and helping out this year. This Rescue Red happens to be red, no coincidence there. Rescue Red Roadie 48, and then also, no coincidence, Kamado Joe is a red grill. That grill, I think, retail is going to be like close to $500. So they're giving away a Kamado Joe grill, a Yeti cooler, and some. All y'all were giving away last year. You gave away some hot dogs.
Yeah, I mean, we got more stuff going on too as well, like a year's supply of meat and some other prizes, which y'all will find out later.
Yeah.
But I think y'all should definitely, if you love bologna, you think you make a good bologna sandwich, or just a big fan of bologna, y'all need to participate in this.
Yeah, a lot of
fun.
A lot of fun. It drew people from all over, and you can bring. It's not really an event open to the public, like where everybody can know. But if you're in, or your family comes, and whatever, your friends and your family come to kind of hang out that day, and everybody had their own little spots around the field, and it was really cool.
Yeah, to back on what Trent said, it is a private event. So those that sign up to compete, I mean, you can come out there, you could bring your family.
Yeah.
But outside of that, can't really come and hang out quite yet.
Yeah, we're working on hopefully expanding this.
It might get a little bigger.
Yeah. So for now, if you want to be involved and you want to kind of see what's going on, you got to have a team in it. So you can't be sneaking in. You got to have a team, and then you come in there, and like you said, every competition, and everybody helps each other out, and so I do this, I do that, and you get a couple of different options, so you can cook two different ones on two different grills if you want to, and see which one turns out the best. And so
there's one other thing we're doing different this year.
What's that?
So we got some judges that no one knows about.
Yeah.
But we want to do a fan judge.
Okay.
Ooh.
So fans on social media have the opportunity to be an extra judge to participate.
Hang on, let me get my phone. Let me get my phone out real fast. How do I go register to be that fan?
Trent's going to do it right now. So pretty much to be a judge, all we're asking is for maybe a 30 to 60-second video. You can drop it on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, just talking about your favorite bologna, your favorite way to eat bologna, maybe how you build your sandwich. Do you have a bologna memory growing up? Do you remember coming home and grandma cooking you a bologna sandwich, or pulling the bologna sandwich out at school, that your mom made, or just eating a bologna sandwich at the pool? I mean, it could be a simple memory like that. And just tell us really how much you love bologna. Make it entertaining, make it creative. And what we'll do is our team internally will pick the 5 best videos that we see. We'll put them all together and post them. And then we'll have people vote who they think should be
That's cool.
that next judge.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Last year when this thing was announced, my phone started blowing up with people wanting to be judges, and I was like, hey, this is not my rodeo. We're just hosting it. But it was a hot – and they had selected judges last year. They were some well-known people in the eating world, that were judges, and the opportunity to be able to be one of those judges this year is pretty cool. It was and especially with 20 teams, you better come hungry too.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's a cool opportunity. So check them out on social media, of course, for that. And also the website, which you said is smokingbologna.com.
Yep,
is that
that's
right?
where you go register and you learn more about the competition. Yep.
And we're going to be hitting it up. I know they will be, and we always help out too with Spring Hill and the farm and try to promote it up. And 20 teams, when they sign up, that's it. And that's going to be all there is. So they will, last year I know sold out or whatever, filled up pretty quick. So go ahead and make sure you register your team. It's like, what's the cost to register?
I believe it's 35. We have right
I mean,
now.
that's nothing. I mean, it's just that's the cost of the meat, So really cool opportunity to come and have opportunity to win some cool stuff too. So there you go. What's the official name of the competition?
The Bologna Barbecue Championship.
There you go. Only one around.
Come on out. You can be Bologna champion.
Yeah. The Bologna champion. The Bologna Chub champion. BCC. I'm going to get you an award made it says the BCC.
There you go.
No, we're excited for that. I always like working with these guys. Another thing I didn't mention a while ago that we worked with them on the end of last year, put on my Ducks Unlimited hat on. We did a really cool collab through Johnson County DU. Carolina Packers and Brightleaf. Mr. Kent have supported DU in Johnson County for years and years. That's how I met him forever ago. And this year is no different. They're going to be last year we did a T-shirt. So the Johnson County DU T-shirt had a little duck cooking some hot dogs in front of a tobacco barn. The Carolina Packers Brightleaf logo. Really cool T-shirt. And this year we're doing it again. And we've kind of stepped up the game. I don't want to say too much because we're going to have a big release here before the banquet, which is October the 15th this year. Third Thursday night, the Farm at 95. Tickets are on sale for that now. But we got a new T-shirt, kind of going like a little series. Same concept, But the artwork, I think you're going to like. It's going to be a
yeah.
really cool T-shirt. And they've been selling the ones from last year at the different shows and at the store there in Smithfield. So it's done really well. This one's going to do even better. So,
Yeah, we appreciate that collaboration, that
Heck
partnership.
yeah.
I mean, that was awesome. We brought that
yeah.
shirt, Dixie Deer Classic, sold out the first day.
That's awesome.
I thought we had enough, but we didn't.
last year, and the shirt looked really
Yeah.
cool. And this year, like I said, I think you're gonna like how it looks this year, and it's going to be even bigger. I thought Frank said something. Sorry, he's been kind of quiet. I told you he's been kind of quiet. I thought he had something to add.
Yeah, the
in.
whole time, man. He
Yeah,
just said
he's
a
not
word.
said a word.
What are
He's
you
got
doing,
his
Frank?
tongue's hanging out of his mouth. I think all this hot dog talk's making him hungry.
Oh, yeah.
But no, those T-shirts are really cool. So mark your calendar for that. And that's October the 19th. Really cool thing we do with the T-shirts with that. We'll mention the Southern Outdoor Classic is coming up just a little ways away. It's crazy to think it's this close. We do have some new vendors this year who I'm excited to have come. So August 29th and August 30th, free event at the Farm at 95. Vendors inside, vendors outside, shotgun demos, dog demos, music, food trucks. Man, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Big weekend. So mark your calendars for that. SouthernOutdoorClassic.com is where you can go and get those free tickets. They're free, but you got to have one. Got to get those free tickets. What else? Anything else we need to talk about? Everybody good? We got the bologna, the hot dogs.
We're good. Just go to smokingbologna.com.
Cook off. Go register your team for that. And don't ever. I feel like people get intimidated when it comes to cooking competitions. They're like, man, I cook at home, but I'm not a. Man, don't just come out.
Just come out.
Come out. And over the years of us having competitions here, I've had friends of mine who just they don't have a clue what they're doing, and they get top 3, top 4. You got a couple of months to practice, but you don't have to be an expert to come win.
No,
Come
not
up with
at all.
something cool to give into the judges, turn into the judges, and you'll be good.
Look, if you love bologna, you love to eat it, love to cook it, come on out.
Yeah, it's a good. It tastes good, but dang if that field don't smell good about lunchtime.
Oh, yeah.
All those grills out there going. So I'm excited myself. You couldn't tell. I've already been marked it on my calendar, and I'm going to be there. So thank you for stopping by, man. This has been fun.
I enjoyed it, man. Thanks for having me and my buddy Frank over here.
I'm sure we'll get Frank to talk more next time.
Yeah.
Frank is going to be at the bologna cook-off. I'm sure he's going to be.
Yeah.
He'll be out there that day. So come by and meet him and get a photo with him. Justin, I'm sure will take a picture with him too for the right price. You got to pay him for pictures. But
Talk to my agent.
yeah, you got to do this thing. What's that website? You got to go to
Cameo.
Cameo.
Yes, Cameo.
You got to go through his agent and sign the contract and everything. But no, thank you to Carolina Packers and Brightleaf for the continued support here at Spring Hill Outfitters. Every event we do together, we always have a ball. You can't not have fun. But you got cooking and grilling and Yetis and bologna, and we do a lot of fun stuff together. DU, and it's just everything we like. We have a lot of similar interests with these guys, so we all kind of work together. It's been fun. Thank you again, Joel Gillie Productions, for what you do here at Taking It Outside. Again, find the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us, SpringHillOutfitters.com. You can shop with us 24/7 from the comfort of your own home. Swing by the store sometime and check us out there as well. We mentioned on their social media a while ago how to find these guys at Carolina Packers. Go by their store in Smithfield. They got all this stuff for sale in their store, or go to a grocery store in a town near you.
Yeah, go follow us. Brightleaf Hot Dogs is our handle. So
Brightleaf,
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
They're very
Find us on
entertaining.
there.
Very entertaining on
Try to
social
be.
media. So follow them on social media. Follow us on social media. Shop with us online. Y'all enjoy. Summer is kind of already on the second half of summer, and it's going by fast.
It
So
is.
the few weeks of summer you have left, enjoy this nice warm weather out by a grill somewhere, by the beach, by the pool, wherever you do. Just make sure you're grilling some of this great product we talked about today. And y'all have a good weekend. Stay cool and take it outside.